Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Whoa.
Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of three here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike one. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
First delivery to him on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Drury, a native Oregonian. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count remains 2-2. Now a ball hit towards Simmons at short. Fielded cleanly, and a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You could get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Hermosillo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order, and now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Hyunjin Ryu gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, not a bad start in his last one. 7 complete innings. Even though he took the loss, he pitched pretty well. And if he can pitch as well in this one today, he'll have a pretty good chance to win this game for his team.
Coming to the plate now, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. David Fletcher is on deck. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second.
Stepping up to the plate, David Fletcher.
David Fletcher.
Here's the first pitch to him. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Ground ball right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 home. Ground ball left side. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Angels leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So digging in now, number 13. He's coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale.
Gurriel.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Number 44.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Here it comes on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And that's the second out.
Batting 6.
Here's Randall Grichuk. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Albert now. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu. He's 1 for 4.
Angels, the first baseman, Albert Pujols.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Pujols is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from. I always felt 0-2, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
The next 1-2 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Hernandez is right there, 1 down.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randall Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder. Two and 1 to count. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch, and he's set down on strikes for route number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
High in the air out to center field. Giving chase is Hernandez. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Angels are gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Fouled off. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches. If you're a hitter, you have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Count remains at 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And he will get there at first, so he reaches on the drop third strike. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Up next is Danny Jansen, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. First delivery to him on the way. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Shaw leads off first with 1 away. Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Brandon Drury will bat next, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a line drive, but foul. A pause and the 0-2 struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Blue Jays leave a pair. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Into the box now, Max Stassi. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The catcher, Max Stassi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Shaw gloves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting ninth, the right fielder.
At the plate, Michael Hermosillo. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dino, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Hermosillo, base runner at first with one out. Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
The 1-1 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gurriel going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, second base.
Riding in once again, David Fletcher. A base hit in his first trip. Over to first, Ryu, but the runner's back easily. Ryu comes set. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. Angels strand 1. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. Guerrero, only 20 years old. This is his first year at the big league level. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. One and one the count now. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Base hit into right center. Guerrero isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And the throw in gets away from him. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And he'll dive back in safely. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 15.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and the big right-handed bat of Randal Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. From the belt, the pitch. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Hit hard to third. Fielded by Rendon. The second for 1. Throw on to Pujols. They get them both, and they end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Stepping into the box, Anthony Rendon will get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout.
Rendon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hit high and deep to right center. Giving chase is Hernandez. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 27.
Stepping in, Mike Trout. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Counts even to Trout. 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Grounded back up the middle. Bichette has it on to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now to the plate, Albert Pujols comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses ball one. Count now a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now Pujols smacks one to left. Lots of carry on this ball. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. Home run number 5 on the year as the Angels are back even now at 1 run apiece.
Yeah, he took care of the 3 and 4 hitters. They might have thought the danger had passed. Well, he was wrong. The number 5 man takes him deep and out of here. It's always tough to get through the teeth of the lineup completely unscathed, and that's evident right here.
Now batting.
Here's
left
Justin
fielder.
Upton now.
Justin Upton.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Ryu looks in. Here's the 1-1. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters doing it in different ways have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
First offering on its way. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Shaw, an Ohio native. He was a 9th-round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Number 54 enters from the
please.
bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Angels. Number 54.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 left for Toronto. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And he's back standing. Here comes the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Max Stassi is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Comes set and the 0-1. Ball 1.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
The next 3-2. Hit hard up the middle. Reined in. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Angels held in check there. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Next will be the designated hitter, Brandon Drury. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Brandon Drury.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Hit out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, third base.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Vladimir Guerrero. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The left fielder.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 13. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Stepping in now, Rowdy Tellez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. No hits to this point. Here comes the 0-1. And a bouncing ball foul. There's a line drive to the left side, and Simmons won't have a shot. It's over his head for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Into the box, Rendell Grichuk, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The set and the 1-0. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And a relay to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Now batting.
So stepping in to Oscar Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Line drive to left. Upton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Toronto leads this one 3-1. Ready for another shot now. Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-2. And another foul ball.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Left side. Guerrero over to his left. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The batter, number 22.
At the plate, David Fletcher. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Count still at 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
2 gone.
The third baseman, number 6.
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. Ryu gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Noah Ramirez will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Noah Ramirez.
Now batting, Travis Shaw. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Leading off with the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Travis Shaw.
He's set. Here it comes. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. The 0-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Shaw is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 9.
Ready now, Danny Jansen. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 11.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Ground ball sent back up the middle to his right. Fletcher. Low throw, but a nice play at the bag by Pujols. Saves an error and ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Now batting, first baseman.
Standing in, Albert Pujols comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A ball and a strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Another try at 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He spoils another one, and will do it again.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Popped him up. Tellez waits on it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 8.
In now for the Angels, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way to Upton. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Ryu steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Angels are gone in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Stepping up now, Brandon Drury. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Brandon Drury.
He's set and the pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game. Not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Line to the right side. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Vladimir Guerrero stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0. Line towards center field. Trout is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. From the stretch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Drury, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. A ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line toward right center. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And tack on 1 more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And he popped him up. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Like D-Row, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Fernandez connects and sends it to deep left. Back goes Trout to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
Hey, every
Now
pitcher
that
likes to have
second
some runs
baseman,
scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as
Shaw.
well as he is
Ladies
tonight,
and gentlemen,
and he
your
gets
attention,
another
please.
insurance run on top
Now
of it.
pitching
Taylor
for
Cole
the
enters the ball game out of the
Number
pen, looking for the
67.
final out here in the top
Taylor
of inning number 8.
Cole.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can